Just a quick video for you this time, because one of my favourite hobbies, as you may know if you're a regular viewer of this channel, is going through freedom of information requests. I find it quite entertaining, especially BBC ones, obviously. And I found this one, which made me feel a bit angry again towards the BBC, to be honest, which doesn't take a lot, granted, but let's have a look at it anyway. Now, it is quite an old one, 16th of February 2015, but it's still interesting nonetheless. Let's take a look together, shall we? Dear British Broadcasting Corporation, please state the names of all the orchestras that the BBC maintains. Orchestras? The BBC maintains orchestras. Plural. I'm mad. How many staff are employed by the BBC in these orchestras, and how many of them are on orchestra pay grades? They have their own pay grades for BBC orchestras. What is the most recent mean and median salary of employees on the orchestra pay grades? Can you believe that? The BBC maintains orchestras, plural, using your TV licence fees. Oh, what a waste. What a waste. But as they have to do, the BBC replied to let us know some information. So let's take a look at what they replied with. In answer, the BBC maintains the following orchestras: the BBC Symphony Orchestra, the BBC Philharmonic Orchestra, the BBC Concert Orchestra, because the Symphony and the Philharmonic don't play concerts, obviously. BBC Scottish Symphony Orchestra, BBC National Orchestra of Wales. That's more orchestras than I think any company needs. Personally, that's a lot of orchestras, isn't it? And I'm no orchestra expert. I've only ever seen them in real life probably a couple of times. But one thing I have noticed about orchestras is there's a bloomin' lot of people in them. And are they all getting regular pay? Are they getting like withholding pay to stay on the orchestra? Or do they only get paid when they work in the orchestra? It's interesting, isn't it? Let's have a look. The total number of staff positions for musicians in these orchestras is 399. So it says staff positions. So they may be on a constant salary to be in that orchestra. And how much work do orchestras do? That, again, I don't know. I would imagine it's not a 9 to 5, 8 hours a day, Monday to Friday, is it? However, we are withholding information, the remaining information requested under section blah 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 of the Act, personal information, identifiable living entities exempt from disclosure, blah blah blah. The individuals concerned would not expect their personal data to be disclosed to a third party. To do so would be unfair. Yet we don't want the full names, date of births and home addresses of the 399 musicians in the BBC orchestras, but we do want to know how much you pay them. And I'm not the only person to think that, because someone left a note on there, look. Refused on DPA grounds. Ridiculous. Across nearly 400 people, there is nothing personally identifiable in this requested data. What a poor response. I hope the requester now seeks an internal review. You know, we're only asking for how much they were getting paid, how much of your TV licence fees have been spent on nearly 400 musicians to be on orchestras. And they won't tell you that. And it's not the first time they don't tell you about money. Do you remember the freedom of information request I talked about with the, they had these tags for the current health crisis, proximity tags that everyone wore to keep them 2 meters from everybody else. And they wouldn't tell us how much they'd spent on those because they didn't think that that information would help their supplier in their business. What are you talking about? I could phone the supplier and get the price for that thing. So it's not harming anything. You're not saying it because you're ashamed of it. 400 musicians being kept by the BBC. Madness. What a waste of money. What a waste of money. I'm not saying they shouldn't support orchestras. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But I'm sure most people, when they need an orchestra, they just get one in and they pay them the day rate, whatever that is. I would imagine it's not cheap. But paying permanently for an orchestra, if that's what they're doing, oh, wasteful. Wasteful. Maybe just one orchestra. You need 6, really? What do you think about this then? It's just another example of BBC waste. And to be fair, if you were gifted 3.2 billion quid every single year, you'd probably be quite wasteful as well, wouldn't you? And that's why I want the BBC to earn its money, because then it won't be so wasteful with it, will it? When you earn your own money, you're not wasteful with it, are you? Someone gives you 100 quid, you go for a nice meal. You earn 100 quid, you think, oh, I should probably pay some bills with that. That's the BBC don't think like that. They don't live in the real world today. But let me know what you think about this in the comments below. and I'll see you in another video again soon. Thanks for watching.